Assalamu alaikum, esteemed guests and seekers of knowledge. Today we gather to explore a fascinating question that bridges both faith and science. Why do dogs cry during the Azan? This inquiry invites us to consider perspectives that span spiritual interpretation and scientific understanding, and together we will examine both sides of this intriguing phenomenon. 1. Introduction. In many Muslim communities, it is often observed that dogs sometimes exhibit unusual behavior, such as crying or barking, when the Azan, the call to prayer, resonates through the air. This phenomenon has inspired curiosity and diverse explanations. On one hand, there is an Islamic perspective steeped in spiritual symbolism and tradition. On the other, a scientific perspective that seeks to understand the physiological and acoustic reasons behind this behavior. 2. The Islamic perspective. Within Islamic teachings, the Azan is not merely a call for prayer, but a reminder of the divine presence and the sacred nature of time and space. Some scholars and believers hold that animals, including dogs, are highly sensitive to spiritual vibrations. Here are some key points from the Islamic perspective. Spiritual sensitivity. It is believed that all of creation is in constant communication with Allah, and that even animals possess an innate ability to sense the divine. When the Azan is called, the harmonies of the human voice and the recitation of sacred words may resonate with this hidden sensitivity, prompting a response from the animal. Divine presence. There is a tradition in Islamic thought that suggests angels descend during the Azan, filling the environment with a palpable sense of holiness. Some interpret a dog's cry as a reaction to this unseen spiritual presence, a reminder that the call to prayer is not just a human ritual, but a moment of universal connection. Symbolism of awakening. Just as the Azan serves as a wake-up call for believers to engage in worship and reflection, the reaction of a dog may symbolize the awakening of the natural world to the divine. The emotional response of the dog, whether through crying or vocalizing, can be seen as a sign that all creatures are drawn to the call of Allah. 3. The scientific perspective. While the spiritual narrative offers one layer of meaning, science invites us to look at the phenomenon through the lens of biology, acoustics, and animal behavior. Consider these points. Auditory sensitivity. Dogs have a highly sensitive hearing range, far superior to that of humans. The sound frequencies and resonant vibrations produced during the Azan may fall into a range that is particularly stimulating or even unsettling for them. This auditory sensitivity can trigger an instinctual or emotional response, resulting in crying or vocalizing. Acoustic vibrations. The human voice during Azan is often modulated in a way that emphasizes melodic patterns and sustained tones. These musical qualities can produce sound waves that affect the environment differently than everyday noise. It is possible that these unique sound patterns cause physical vibrations or resonance that dogs detect, influencing their behavior. Emotional and learned behavior. Dogs are also known for their empathetic responses to human emotions and changes in their environment. If the Azan is consistently associated with a calm, collective response from their human companions, a dog might react in a way that mirrors the emotional intensity or the slight tension in the atmosphere during prayer times. 4. Bridging the perspectives. While the Islamic perspective speaks to the mystical and the spiritual, and the scientific perspective provides a window into the physiological and behavioral responses of animals, both views encourage us to appreciate the profound interconnectedness of life. Whether one sees a dog's cry during the Azan as a sign of divine presence or as a natural reaction to unique sound frequencies, the phenomenon reminds us that every element of creation is interwoven with both purpose and wonder. 5. Conclusion. In closing, the question, why do dogs cry during Azan, serves as a beautiful metaphor for the dialogue between the seen and the unseen, between scientific inquiry and spiritual reflection. From an Islamic viewpoint, it is a manifestation of the innate sensitivity of all creatures to the divine call, a moment when even animals join in the cosmic rhythm of worship. From a scientific standpoint, it is a fascinating example of how finely tuned the senses of animals are to the natural and human-made world, responding in ways that continue to intrigue us. May this exploration inspire you to embrace both faith and reason in your quest for understanding, and may it remind us that every living being has its unique way of connecting with the world around us. Thank you for your attention, and may peace and blessings be upon you all.